Game time.
Let's do this.
Boom. Ready and in 5, 4, 3. Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to another edition of our... Excuse me, gotta do that again. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Enjoying this wonderfully warm fall day here in mid-November.
So warm,
yeah, it's
Robbie.
a little chilly outside, but Mother Winter has come a knocking here in New England, and
just a light tap on the door.
Fun. It's not fun. Yeah, just a little tap, a little knock, no big deal. But anyway, so if you've watched this before, and by the way, special anniversary yesterday in On a Couch history. Yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of our first episode. We've been making this show for 4 years.
4 years.
Wow.
Has it been 4 years?
Yeah.
God, I had to question myself. Like when we sent the message the other day, I'm like, really, Robbie? Was it 4 years?
Yeah, it's been 4 years.
Jeez.
November 14th, 2013 was our first episode.
Jeez, that flew by. My goodness. Wow. Cool.
But anyway, so what we wanted to do is that, given that Thanksgiving is upon us, it's actually a week from tomorrow, we wanted to sort of do something that we've done semi-annually here on a Couch Talking Sports, and that is a Thanksgiving high school football themed episode. If you remember, the first year we had our buddy Craig on, talked about the Wellesley, Needham, and Stoneham Reading rivalries. The second year Wellesley was playing at Fenway, so we talked about that. Last year we talked about sort of our experiences from the Wellesley-Needham rivalry in terms of as a player and as a fan.
Yeah, that's right.
So we've sort of covered a lot of bases so far. But tonight what we wanted to do, which I think is going to be kind of fun, is look at some of the other Massachusetts high school football rivalries that have been going on, whether it's on Thanksgiving or just in general with a couple of these, for over 100 years. So yes, I have a list in my hand of the Massachusetts football rivalry, high school football rivalries that are over 100 years old.
Yeah, I don't think there's that many other states that have had, rivalries go back that far,
there's a few. Because I got this from, the list of, the entire country, and there were quite a few.
Okay, all right.
So, but, there were a lot from Massachusetts. Certainly.
Yeah, I figure at least, a good majority.
Now, by the way, just a disclaimer, these are rivalries that, not 100 meetings per se, but 100 rivalries that have been going on their first day, the first year that they played each other was over 100 years ago. So I just wanted to throw that out there to the folks at home. So, the first rivalry on our list, the one that has been around the longest, is the good old Wellesley-Needham rivalry. That's right. Started back in good old 1882. Again, just a quick history lesson. Wellesley was once part of Needham, called West Needham, then broke off and became Wellesley, and some members of the new Wellesley High School challenged Needham High School to a football game to sort of, keep the tradition and togetherness alive, and they've been playing ever since, and we'll be celebrating the 130th meeting coming up on Thanksgiving morning, which is in Wellesley this year. So all you Wellesley folks watching this, you better get out to the game. I better see you there Thanksgiving morning, 10 o'clock at the newly turfed Honeywell Field.
Or else he's going to make you do push-ups if you don't show up.
I'm going to make you do laps around the field.
Yeah, that's
literally. I'm going to bring you back on the day after Thanksgiving. I'm going to make you do laps around the field.
And he's not even the coach, so I don't.
Yeah, I have no reign over you whatsoever. I'm still going to make you do if you don't show up to the game.
He'll find a way.
I'll find you. and I will not kill you as not Heath Ledger. What's his name? Oh my goodness, why am I blanking right now? Who's the guy from Taken?
Liam Neeson, yeah.
Liam Neeson, yeah. I'm not going to be like Liam Neeson, find you and kill you, but I will find you and make you run laps around the field. All right. So now that scary, somewhat creepy reference is out of the way, so...
It's a good movie.
Wellesley Needham, 1882. I mean, we've touched on this rivalry a lot, but it bears repeating. I mean, it's just such a special rivalry to a lot of people, including us, who have had the privilege of graduating from one of the two schools involved. So...
That's right.
All right, so the next one on my list that started back in 1886 is not a Thanksgiving rivalry, but still a good rivalry in and of itself. Milton Academy and Noble and Greeno.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they've been playing each other since 1886. Two very well-known independent school league schools, or two well-known private schools around here. Noble and Greeno, based just down in good old Dedham, Massachusetts, right down the road from here. Milton Academy, a little bit further.
Call it Nobles for short?
Yeah, Nobles, but I decided to go with the full name.
I like that.
Noble and Greeno, yeah.
The throwback.
But they've been playing since 1886. That's pretty impressive in and of itself.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Another independent school league or private school league rivalry that's been going on since 1886, Groton and St. Mark's.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's a couple of central Mass private schools are checking in here. Again, both in the same league actually as Milton Academy and Nobles. But
there you go.
Yeah, they've been playing again. They both started playing each other the same year, which I guess makes sense because if two ISL schools started playing each other that year, it makes sense that two other ISL schools that started playing each other. They have a Grand St. Mark's. Pretty cool. And then the next one, which is more of a public school rivalry and actually pretty well known, Boston Latin, Boston English, which has been going on since 1887.
Boston Latin was a private school.
All right, fine, but still, it's more of a they're considered in terms of like the MIAA and all that stuff. They're considered one of the public.
Oh, league-wise.
Yeah, league-wise, yeah.
That's fair.
But yeah, Boston Latin, Boston English. An interesting side note. 2 years ago, when Wellesley played on Thanksgiving Day at Fenway Park, Wellesley Needham, there was another game that followed the Wellesley Needham game, and that was Boston Latin, Boston English. So both rivalries got their taste of Fenway back in the fall of 2015. Great day for some football. I think Boston Latin kind of has the big time upper hand in that series, but still, it's pretty cool that they've been going on for a long time. Next one, which is definitely two public schools, Malden and Medford.
Oh yeah,
a little Northern Mass checking in there. I know it's a big rivalry for both those towns.
Yeah, Medford. That's actually right next to where I live. I live actually right in Somerville, so Medford is pretty close and dear to me as well. Mainly because they have really good
home of
restaurants
Tufts
there.
University.
Yeah, that's right. You have Tufts. And I know a few people that live there, so yeah, it's actually, that town means a lot to me now, so.
Yeah. Malden and Medford, pretty big rivalry. So Boston Latin, Boston English was 1887 starting the year, and then Malden, Medford, 1889 was the first year that they played each other.
Fun fact, that's 100 years before I was born. See if you can do the math.
Oh, I can do the math all right. And you just wasted 5 seconds of airtime.
Okay.
No, it's fine. The next one, sort of sticking with Northern Mass public schools, from 1891, Winchester and Woburn.
Oh, that's cool.
Checking in. Again, two towns that are sort of right next to each other and have been Thanksgiving rivals since 1891. Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Good chunk of time there.
Yeah. But, it's crazy to think that all of these, started before, the 20th century. We're in the 21st century right now. I know they're, the late 1800s, but still, these have been going on since before, our grandparents, parents, and us were, all born.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of scary to think about.
Yeah.
A little bit. Another Northern Mass rivalry here. We got a lot of Northern Mass rivalries, which is kind of interesting. I guess Northern Mass is just a factory for 100+ year rivalries.
Maybe they just got better football weather up there. I don't know.
1891 also for this one. Beverly and Salem.
Oh,
Very well known rivalry. Both teams always play each other close. I know on Thanksgiving Day, and I actually have some family ties to Beverly. So one of my grandparents grew up there. So
nice. That's awesome.
Got to pull for the Witches a little bit, or the Panthers. Beverly's the Panthers. Sam's the Witches. Not pulling for the Witches. I'm pulling for the Panthers. So. Just 1891.
Nice.
Which is pretty good.
Seriously.
Another 1891 rivalry that started in 1891, Newburyport and Amesbury.
Ooh,
now that's sort of going up far northern North Shore area. That's up there.
Right. Newburyport's right by the sea. Newburyport's actually a really nice town.
Yeah.
I know a good friend of mine who actually lives up there, and it's just a really. It's kind of like almost. I kind of look at Newburyport as it's almost like it's like a northern version of the Cape a little bit. It's a little colder than the Cape, but they still got all the great seafood places and everything. So definitely check it out if you ever get the chance.
But Newburyport and Amesbury, long-time rivals, and also long-time rivals from 1893 is Durfee and New Bedford.
I've never even really heard of Durfee before.
It's located in Fall River.
Fall River.
Yeah, it's not actually the name of a town. It's located it's the high school in Fall River, basically.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's actually the home. Fun fact from a fun guy. Fun fact. By the way, if you've watched the Craig Show, you'll get what that reference was. Durfee is the alma mater of none other than Chris Herron, former BC and UNLV star who played for the Celtics and wound up unfortunately having some drug issues, but is doing a lot better now. Is clean and sober now. So
okay, that's good.
But fun fact: he is the pride of Durfee, pride of Fall River. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, so them in New Bedford have been going on since 1893. Now, adjusting up to Central Mass for a rivalry that started back in 1894, Leominster and Fitchburg.
Okay, all right.
I know this is a very big rivalry in football, and they, now with the new playoff format, actually met each other a few times in the playoffs, and I know that both those towns, just from what I've heard, really get up for that game, and why not? I mean, it's been going on, since... with any of these rivalries, since the late 1800s, I mean, there's a lot of history and tradition there. No matter the record, the year, doesn't matter. These teams, like with any of these rivalries, these teams get ready for it. Another one that's actually one that's sort of closer to home here, also from 1894, Newton North and Brookline.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, New North and Brookline. I know two Bay State Conference schools that, us Wellsians are very familiar with. We don't play Brookline or New North as much in football anymore, just with the new playoff system. We've sort of gone away from playing all the Cary division schools. But yeah, still, it's a pretty big deal. I know our pal Doug, who's been on the show quite a number of times, actually went to Brookline High School, so he, knows a bunch about Newton North and Brookline, sort of from first-hand experience.
Now, did he play football there?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
No, he ran track.
Oh, nice, even better. There you go.
Yeah. Now, this next one, I'm sure you'll kind of be interested in this because this is from back in 1895. Okay. not the year is of interest.
The year meant so much to me.
Yeah. But it's Barnstable and Falmouth.
Barnstable. Oh, two really awesome Cape areas.
A little Cape action there.
Nice,
Barnstable pretty close to where Kyle's Cape House is if you've watched this episode. If you've watched this show, you know that made the trek down to the Cape a few times, and his house is sort of right in that Barnstable. You're pretty close to Barnstable.
Yeah, actually, it's like pretty much right next to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a nice area. I really like Barnstable. It's definitely a really great place to check out too. It's kind of the school system itself. I remember is pretty good. It's pretty solid, especially the high school. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So yeah,
definitely. And now for sort of as we make the turn into the 20th century, but still over 100 years old, going back out to Central Mass, we have 1900 exactly, Marlborough and Hudson. Another, I know, big rivalry in a lot of sports, but especially in football. They are 1900, so that means they're, 1900, 2000, 118 years we'll be celebrating, or 117 years we'll be celebrating this year. Yeah. Now, 1901, the very next year, Melrose and Wakefield start.
Oh, that's closer to.
That's sort of north. That's again
like
more up north. Yeah, well, it's a funny story. I actually have connections to both Melrose and Wakefield.
Oh yeah,
because Doug lives in Wakefield, and a friend of mine from college, shout out my buddy Mike, lives in Melrose.
Oh no way! That's awesome.
So I actually know people from both those towns. So Good for you guys for having a big rivalry.
There you go.
Now this next rivalry is one that we definitely hits close to home for us. 1904 to be exact. Natick and Framingham.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Two pretty big rivals of Wellesley, Natick especially, and I know Framingham Natick always a good take on Thanksgiving Day. We actually saw my pal Levon, who is earlier tonight, who is the Natick football broadcaster for Natick TV and used to do the games for us over here in Wellesley. So shout out Levon as well. And then closing out our list here is 1909, Marblehead and Swampscott.
Marblehead and Swampscott?
Two northern Mass schools sort of checking in.
Never ever heard of those places.
They're sort of up by, they're both up by like Gloucester. They're up by like Gloucester.
Oh, Gloucester. Oh, that area. Okay.
Yeah, they're sort of up Gloucester, like Rockport area, like sort of up, sort of well up on 95 north.
Gotcha. Yeah, you have to.
Or 128 north, I guess technically it sort of goes off there. But anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, those are all the Massachusetts high school football rivalries that are over 100 years old.
Nice.
There are a lot of good ones there. There really were a lot of good ones. Any that sort of, besides Wellesley, any that sort of stood out to you as particularly interesting?
Looking at the I thought Newton North and Brookline. For some reason, I kept thinking Newton North was a newer school. I thought they were.
Well, the building is new, but Newton North's been around for a while.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought for some reason, I just had in my head that I knew they had a Newton North and South going on for a while. I thought they were kind of one for a while. Then
they were at one point. They were at one point.
Oh, okay.
But
But I didn't realize they split up like that long ago.
Well, no, I don't think that they did. But they could be counting it as like Newton/Newton North. Like,
okay.
I don't know how they sort of, exactly what they count in that math there. But still pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Natick Framingham. with it being so so close is pretty like one that stands out to me. So.
Nice.
But yeah, and by the way, if we missed out, like, obviously, I hope this list is 100% accurate, but if we missed any, please feel free to comment or Facebook us, tweet us, or even just tell us if you've been involved in any of these rivalries, or what your favorite sort of rivalry is in terms of high school football. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, definitely. Send out your opinions.
yeah, this is an opinion-based show, people. But, so we're going to move on to sort of the end portion of our episode, our monologues. I'll go first if that's okay with you. Obviously, a little bit of sad news for those of you baseball fans. Roy Halladay, who used to pitch for both the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Phillies, he passed away about a week or so ago. And yeah, he was a great. He was only 40 years old, which obviously is. But he was a great pitcher. One of the best of our time, and just wanted to say that obviously my thoughts and prayers go out to his family during this tough time, and he will be missed. I mean, he is. He was just, like I said, just a great pitcher. I mean, that's the best way to describe him. And whenever you see somebody's life cut short like that, it's sad to see. But hopefully his family can get through this. And again, we just send our thoughts and our prayers and rest in peace to Roy Halladay. So that's just why I wanted to get that out there.
Nice, well said. Said. That was good.
You have anything for us this week?
Yeah, actually, I just want to kind of throw in just an extra rivalry that I wanted to talk a little bit about. Okay. So this rivalry it's definitely not like one of the older rivalries that we talked about on the list, but I wanted to mention the St. Sebastian's and Belmont Hill rivalry, that's
a good one.
Thanks.
Those are two like ISL powers right there.
Yeah, they're both like really solid teams, and if you ever get a chance, now those teams don't necessarily have a Thanksgiving Day game. They have, I believe, it's like the week before. That's usually when their big game happens. But if you ever get the chance, definitely check the game out. Whether it's at St. Sebastian's, which is Needham, or at Belmont Hill.
Needham's a little bit closer, but
right.
If you want to go to Belmont, be our guest. It's not that far.
I mean, it's
like
kind of
half hour.
So
it's kind of like Route 16, Bell, Cambridge, to Arlington.
So I guess if you're in the city, and I guess if you live out in that area,
Waltham, Newton area,
then you can just get there and. Yeah. Actually, you can get to both areas pretty quickly if you live around Newton.
Right.
But so definitely check out the rivalries. They're pretty cool.
You want to tell people why it's...
I do have a personal connection myself to St. Sebastian.
Certainly a personal connection.
AKA, the football coach I know very well because he is my uncle. So, and I've also had a lot of my cousins actually went to that school too. Right. So. Just a nice shout out to St. Sebastian's, which is a great program.
Subs.
And just when you get the chance, like the football games are it's just really amazing to go to them because they're kind of like all the audience, all the fans.
There's not really stands there, right? So people kind of stand around the sides.
Yeah, it's on a hill.
It's sort of like it's sort of a very up close and personal experience.
Yeah, it is. It's like on a. There are stands, like, I think, on one side of the field, or maybe, I don't even remember. It's been a while since I haven't been there in a few years, but unless they redid it maybe recently. But, yeah, they kind of have, like, an incline. That's where all, like, all the St. Sebastian fans stand, and they paint themselves, and they go all out with football. So it's really fun to go to, actually. So,
well, again, you've heard it here first. Go to St. Seb's Belmont Hill. Or to Wellesley Needham, because if not, Kyle or I will find you and make you run laps around a football field.
And
or just a field in general.
Yeah.
We'll find a random field and just make you run laps.
Yeah. Maybe do some suicides.
Maybe
some push-ups.
Maybe just find a random sidewalk or something.
Yeah, you're right. We'll just do sidewalk, because you never know. There could be a game there, so just set up the sidewalk.
But anyway, so quickly, we're not... We're wrapping up here, and this is going to be our last episode before the Thanksgiving holiday. So we did just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. We hope that whoever you're celebrating with, that you have a great holiday and eat a lot of food, watch a lot of football.
Best part of the holiday, and avoid Black Friday like the plague.
Exactly.
Don't do that whole camping stuff.
Couldn't have said it better.
And don't even give me that excuse
time with your family.
SNES
you don't need to
and all that stuff. Don't need just go have fun with your family.
Yeah, you can get that stuff on another day.
Yeah, that's why they have Cyber Monday. Don't worry about it. Just do all that shopping then.
Don't worry about it.
Don't run old people over like we always see in the news.
Jeez,
Stop doing that.
That's just terrifying.
Yeah.
But anyway, now that we've gotten to a completely dark place,
right? We'll make a horror movie about that one day.
Yeah.
About the
no, but
Friday
in all
shoppers.
seriousness, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We hope whatever you do, you have a great holiday, and we cannot wait to see you post-Thanksgiving for some more exciting On a Couch actions. We enter year number 4 officially of On a Couch Talking Sports.
Be a good year, man.
Yep. Boom. All right, so that's going to do it for this installment of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, he's Kyle. I'm Robbie, signing off here from the couch. We will see you next time. Yeah.
So, guys, this is gonna be the
Rap
episode
battle.
where Robbie
On the
raps the
couch.
entire time, and Kyle talks about Justice League because
everybody?
Justice League comes out this week, guys.
Rap over him because what he says doesn't mean. Boom, boom, da, da, da.
You need to work on your rap skills.
What are you talking about? That was pretty good. That was a pretty good line right there. You just dropped a line, you know? Well, you need to work on your Justice League skills. You want to try that? Should we try that light? I feel like you're a little in the dark. He's in the dark.
But what if I prefer it that way, Robbie? What if I want to be like
You're just a very
Batfleck?
dark. You're just a very dark person. Did you say Batfleck?
Yeah, Batfleck. Ben Affleck's Batman. That's what they call him. Batfleck. I'm Batman. Martha.
I need a new co-host. We're gonna be opening up the application process. You want to be on a couch co-host?
It'll be great. We're gonna talk about Justice League, all the problems of the last movie. You know, Batman v Superman.
This is what I have to say to that. Focus.
Oh man, I'm eating paper in my face. Trees are gonna be upset.
Hashtag Revenge of the Trees.
Yeah. See, you just explained the entire plot of The Happening. There you go. You gotta be proud of yourself, Robbie. See, there we go.
I hate you.
Let's get this light situation.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's
kind of bright.
That's why I told you turn the light.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of bright.
You need the light.
You think it's too bright? I should tone it down a bit.
Yeah, your
think?
aura is just I think your ego is too bright.
I'm just trying to give this hopeful tone, like Superman, Justice League.
All right, are you ready? It's too cold.
Yeah, it's getting
cold. It burns. It's a nice forecast. It freezes.
There you go, Robbie.
God.
This is the spirit.
You
now.
are rubbing off on me too much. It's really saddening me with the level that I've gone down by being associated with you.
That's okay. People are clapping on the other side. So
no, they're not.
proud of you.
They're literally throwing tomatoes at their computers right now.